You got a problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Oh boy, that's a bad day. Whew. How you doing, YouTube? Parasite Generation back with you today to do a video on. Thought I'd never do a video on it, but the Remington RP9. Yep. What can I say about it? It's an okay gun. Okay. I've had really not a lot of failures like I've seen on other reviews. I picked this up for $200. Okay. It was $250, but I got a $50 rebate. And so $200, which is pretty much a high point. And actually, this is better than a high point, in my opinion. Has a 4.5-inch barrel. Okay, it's a thick, heavy bitch. Okay, it's 26 ounces. So Remington says empty, fully loaded. It comes with two 18-round magazines. So if you carry with one in the chamber, and if you carry, I suggest you do. You'll get 37 rounds on tap to defend yourself with. Magazines come out fall free. It has this big kind of high point battery packish base plate, but magazines seem to be okay. It's not made by Metcar or anything, I don't think. It has a anti-rust coating. I don't know what kind of metal it is. Maybe it's stainless. I don't know. The slide is a stainless steel with a PVD coating. I have no freaking clue what kind of coating that is. But I'm shooting Tula, just so y'all know. The only complaint I have pretty much about the gun itself is it is a little heavy, top heavy without the magazine in. It's a chunky girl. But you bring it to a buffet and she'll run for you, usually. The magazines, when fully loaded to 18, are damn near impossible to get in, so you really have to shove it up in there. When it's 17 rounds, there's no problem. Okay, it's loaded. The sights are okay. It's pretty accurate right out the box. Me shooting rapid fire, I had some flyers, but other than that, it's really good. Now, I'm going to show you the trigger. I'm going to be shooting that way. That's a safe direction, okay? But I want to show you the trigger. There's no audible reset, so you have to go all the way out, pretty much. You can't hear it. I don't particularly like that, but the trigger, for what it is actually okay. It's a little bit different, so it might take you a little second to get used to it. It's way better than a high point. I did a paternity test on this handgun, and it came back that the baby daddy was a high point and that the baby mama was a Walther PPQ. Kind of embarrassing for the Walther PPQ. But yeah, this is the love child of that unholy union. But comes with 3 interchangeable back straps, like we've seen it on a crap load of other pistols. Has a actually pretty good grip. They say 95% of people can shoot it, so I can't verify it. I don't know 95% of people, so it does have some pretty nice texturing on the side. Goes pretty good. It goes all the way up underneath the trigger guard. The trigger guard is kind of has a undercut for you to get really high up on the gun itself. And oh, look at there, have a stoppage. Yeah. Huh. That's not happened before. Good thing I found that out. Weird. I will have to be doing a lot more testing on the gun itself before I ever consider carrying it. But I do have it right now in Uncle Mike's number size 5 holster. Actually carries pretty good in that holster. So if you have one of these and it's reliable for you and you want to carry it because it's your only gun and you can't find a holster, Uncle Mike's number size 5 holster works pretty well and it's pretty comfortable. But has iron sights. They're actually steel, which I like that. Has ambidextrous slide release. Now this slide release, a lot of other people's RP9s, that doesn't work, but mine does. I'll show you when I shoot the rest of the rounds in this gun. Now, since it's so thick, that's not really a deal breaker for me because I like thick, you know, guns or whatever. And it has a big extractor. I kind of like the look. Call me crazy. I'd really like it if it was really a little bit thinner, okay? But all in all, it's an okay gun for what it is, for the price. This retails for $489. If you pay full retail price, you've been smoking a little bit too much of that, and you should not buy it at that price point. But for $200, $250, it's an okay gun. I consider it better than a High Point. It's easier to take down than a High Point. Remington has been of late disappointing in quality control, and the R51 was a horrendous failure. I had one. I sold it like the same day, okay? But this is kind of an okay gun. I've only had a few failures, like I said, and one, as you just saw right there, with the steel stuck in the chamber, so that could have been really deadly for me. But yeah, that's pretty much the gun. Woo. I like the round count. It doesn't have a lot of recoil because it's so heavy, so it's easy to get your rounds on target. Oh yeah, let me show you the slide release here. Okay, so mine works. I've seen other guys RP9 not work. It is a chassis system. Okay, so we're going to take it down. You got the little lever. You pull that down. You put the slide, pull the trigger, and it comes off. Now, the inside is, you know, kind of, the rails kind of resemble a Sig Sauer inside. Now, look at the inside of this sucker. This thing is beefed the hell up. Okay, everything is beefed up. Big girl, big guide rod, everything like that. Now I don't understand why they made the gun so freaking huge. I really don't. And then you just put it back on and that's it. But I don't really understand why they made it so huge. If the slide was smaller and everything, you know, it is what it is. It's an okay gun for $200. I would say if you have the money, go for it, try it out. If you don't like it, it is what it is. You're not out a lot of money, but don't pay over that. I don't think it's worth it. There's a lot of other guns that are better suited for your needs. But if you want to go out and say, hey, I want an RP9, go ahead. It's your money, whatever. I just thought it'd be hard to pass up for $200 with the, it was $250, but with a $50 rebate. And because I'm not a wealthy guy. But all in all, it's an okay gun for the money. And it does have a really thick kind of bull barrel, really thick heavy duty barrel on there. And it ejects. The ejection is not weak on mine. I have seen others that was weak. But this one's not. And I kind of dig the trigger, you know, but for what it is. Now this Picatinny rail down here for lights, lasers, or what have you, kind of looks funky a little bit because of how thick the actual up here is, and it looks a little off. Looks kind of weird. But if it was, like I said, if it's thinner, I would love the look. Okay, it has streamlines and all that. Whatever, it's personal taste. Some people think high points are beautiful. I think they're personally ugly, but I still like high points. But I think this is better than a high point. Trigger's good and everything. So I say go for it if you feel like it. And it has a metal guide rod. Okay? So that's my review of the Remington RP9. I kind of rambled on a little bit, but thanks for watching. Like my granddad used to say, violence is the last resort of the thinking man. Only a fool would refuse to face the facts when it becomes an option for life. Y'all stay armed and safe. And remember, when you get a new gun, make sure you put rounds through it so you know what it can do before you go and carry it so you won't get killed. Thanks for watching.